Hello, everyone. Today we have both a cat and a dog. And I'm going to jump right into the email that I received from their human. And she says, I'd like for all of us to get more messages from Oreo, the self appointed king of the Cats Unite movement. And if you missed my last group reading in Reading Your Pets, what happened was all the cats got together and they would deliver the most hilarious and insulting comments to us humans. It was funny. And I had a feeling this might come up again. So I'm allowing all these messages, each individual pet, to deliver their own messages to their human, and we'll see how the cats and perhaps the dogs might want their own unite movement. I don't know, but definitely the cats want their own group thing where they give us humans some guidance. Oreo is the cat here, and she goes on to say, I'd also like to add Max this time. He has been with my family since he was a baby and passed away in November 2023 at the old age of 9. He was a goofy and happy golden retriever who loved to play, and he is dearly missed by everyone in the family. So you could take a look at the picture of Oreo and Max there. And I already have their permission to connect with their energy, and I am getting a sense that it is their higher selves that are wanting to come through, mainly because they want to deliver or give the messages to us from a much wiser aspect of themselves. So let's get into the first set of cards that speak about what this human and what you may also be flowing through energetically. We are in eclipse season and other planets retrograding, and it's been a bit of an interesting ride, hasn't it? The first card says you are good enough. And Oreo's higher self is coming here and saying, you are enough. Let me show you with my energy. And I know Oreo's mom. And I know that she is very intuitive and can connect to her own energy and also connect with Oreo's energy and get some energetic downloads or teachings from this cat on how to embody that enoughness. Cats are really good at embodying that energy, aren't they? They're like, yes, I am a king, or yes, I am a queen. They're really good at teaching us how to step into more of ourselves because they show us that. They embody that and live it. Connect with Oreo's energy. And that message came directly from this human's spirit guide. I do like to make a distinction between which message is coming from whom. And sometimes the spirit guides want to come in just to clarify or give more information because they are more evolved, therefore more qualified to provide a little bit more insight. So I will let you know which message is coming from where. You are enough, know that. Oreo and Max are asking this human to look into where did that not enoughness start? Did it come from life experience? Did it come from culture? Because every culture has a different way of, or similar ways too, of that enoughness or not enoughness, isn't there? How is that playing out within relationship to yourself? And are you ready to let that go? I am feeling, and this is very much the message or the main theme in most of the readings I've been doing, is that there's some major shifts coming, and that's normal after an eclipse season. And what that shift is, says Oreo, and give me a moment while I connect with his higher self. Oreo is saying you're going to realize that ridiculous story and stories that you have been telling yourself and limiting yourself, and therefore allowing that to fence you in and play small. You're going to break out of that fence and break free. And I'm seeing the word freedom. So there's a sense of inner freedom and self-expression that's going to come out even more. How exciting. And that goes right into the next card. A new start is coming right on the new moon. And I believe it's happening tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow or today. I need to check my calendar because there's that solar eclipse that is happening at the end of March. And Max is coming in here now and speaking about this new start, and to have some sort of a plan. When this new energy settles into you, feel it out first. Does it feel good? And how do you want to direct this energy? In which aspect of your life do you want to direct it in? Is it work? Is it relationship? Or is it something else like your health? And what other things are there, asks Oreo, that you want to direct this new burst of energy coming forward? And that is where it's going to shift into something else here. So let me allow Max to come in. Oreo has such a big energy, so Max is trying to wiggle his energy in here. Oreo, please give Max a bit of a room. Thank you. Okay, Max is coming in. Hi, Max. Okay. Oh, he just did a big sigh of relief, like, oh, thank you. Oreo moved out of the way. All right, so what do you want to talk about this new energy that's coming? Okay. So now Max has more room here to expand his energy. He wants to talk more about how to harness and nurture that new energy that's bubbling up and bursting within you. That's going to come very, very soon, he's saying. Once you start to tap into that energy, you're going to feel inspired. There's this energy of fertility in there. And when I say fertility, or when they say fertility, it means there's this new beginning, a new start that's happening. And there's all these opportunities and possibilities that are going to come your way. They're going to feel like blessings for sure. Once those blessings arrive or opportunities come forward, really look into how you want to work with it and have a plan. I keep hearing have that plan, because then you could take that opportunity as far as you could, be satisfied with the end result and go, okay, universe, I'm ready for more. Give me more. Bring it on. And there's this energy of bravery and courage that's coming through. And I could see Max just bursting and running through the walls, literally saying that's what it feels like. You feel like you could break down the walls. What do those walls symbolize, Max? Tell me. More self-limiting beliefs that are breaking down. So good. I had to clear my throat because Oreo edged in. Typical cat energy. All right. I just got the shivers because Oreo really stepped into my energy field. With that feeling of I could just break down any belief systems that are like walls around me and feel free, there's this new romantic cycle that begins. And when this card comes out, a new romantic cycle begins, it does mean several things. The first thing that both Oreo, and mainly Oreo, but also Max, wants to emphasize is that there's this new relationship to life and to the universe that is being developed. You're going to feel more in love with life, and therefore allowing you to feel more in flow with what the universe sends you, things that you experience in your day to day. And because you're feeling more in flow, you're going to be able to manifest so much faster. Even the smallest thought, like, oh, I don't have lunch for today. Guess what? A coworker brings it in or decides to treat everyone in the office pizza or something else, right? It's that small thought that brings in those moments of treats or gifts where you don't have to think about it. or literally, you did have to think about it, says Oreo. Thank you, Oreo, for correcting me, because in order to manifest, you have to visualize, use your thinking abilities. But that's all you have to put out to the universe, says Oreo. I just need this because it will help me to solve that problem for my best and highest good. Thank you, Oreo, for that. He's got quite the energy, my goodness. He's scaring me a little bit too, because he's got quite the powerful energy there of setting everything straight. Another thing about a new romantic cycle, there's this new relationship to yourself that will develop. It's much healthier. And there's a sense of clarity of knowing this is who I am now. This is what's not working with me in my life. I'm fine with letting those things go from a fearless state, and I'm just going to move. So this is quite a power like energy that's coming in, but something bigger than the virtue of power. It does feel like self-empowerment. It does feel like a sense of self-knowing. And this all feels like it's connected to a spiritual shift that's going to happen at the conscious and unconscious levels. In about 2 weeks' time, I'm hearing Oreo say. Funny Oreo. He's very directive. That's fine, right? Cats are allowed to be like that. Okay, thank you. A third thing. Sorry, I had to clear my throat again because this is where Max is stepping in. He's wanting to speak about new relationships coming in, and these could be friendships with people. And these are healthy friendships. Some are temporary and some are long-term. Most of them are temporary, and Max wants to explain why. It's so that those people bring in the karmic lessons you need to close. And it's just through your interactions with them that you're going to realize, oh, interesting, that they see things that way, or that I feel like this around them. Do I want to continue with this friendship or relationship? And it's a very clear yes, no answer. And you just keep moving along in closing your karmic lessons here. Oreo is asking me to go into the rose cards. And Rose Spirit has a very light and supportive and also encouraging energy. And I just felt a little bit dizzy and a bit of a shift here because both Rose Spirit Plant's energy and Max's energy merged within me. So I feel Max wants to channel this pile of cards here. And as always, the cards are attached to that Patreon post. So you're welcome to look at all the tarot cards first to see if you resonate with any of the cards, and then you can listen in to the channeled animal reading. What's the energy that you are leveling up into? Their caregiver, so the caregiver, the gardener. And what is this one? The advocate. Makes sense. With a caregiver, okay, thank you. Max is saying it's all about looking after yourself. And that involves looking at what are the limiting thoughts that you have that's no longer working for you. What are the belief systems that are working for you? And do you want to make it better? Because we can always do that. The caregiver is really focused on the self. Like, how do you want to care for yourself right now? It's not from a selfish perspective. It's more of the self-love energy of, I need to just step this up more so I could bring more to the world and bring more to others that I am in relationships with. And there's a slight shadow to this caregiver energy. When I say shadow, it's not a bad thing. What I meant was there's another sub-theme to the caregiver energy. And that caregiver energy is more of, how can I be of service? How can I be more? the work that I'm doing is limiting, or the way I'm living is limiting, and I feel like there's something bigger and better and more satisfying and aligned with my soul's purpose. And I do get a sense that their mom has been feeling like this for a while, and more of that clarity will come in. What needs to be done? What would that purpose really look and feel like within the next few weeks? The gardener energy refers back to the ability to manifest and being very, very careful with your thoughts. Because it could call in that sort of a situation or what you need immediately. And make sure that you do set that intention with your manifestations from a pure place. And also being very clear of what you need. Be very descriptive if you can. That's going to help the universe to bring forward and create what you need. I'm also hearing journaling, collecting images from magazines, and even drawing things out that will contain your energy. And having that all in a journal will allow that energy of manifestation to really snowball. Do go back and look at your past manifestations. And this goes for all of us. We need to look back at it and reconnect with this energy and ask ourselves, does that still resonate with us? Because I was a different person back then. And we are always welcome to change our manifestations. Tell the universe, actually, I want to change my order on that manifestation. I just want to tweak it. Or I don't need that anymore, but I'd like to replace it with this. So you're always welcome to go back and just make a few tweaks around your past manifestations just to keep your energy connected to them. And if you've worked with me in person or in circles, you know that I always program into each and every one of you to be open to your manifestations getting free upgrades from the creator in the universe, because the future manifestations must match your frequency at that future time. And I feel that some of those future manifestations that you have created, they're slowly making their way towards you. I had to clear my throat, so I have to see who's coming into my throat. Oh no, it's just Max. He settled more into my throat. The other frequency that you're elevating into is the advocate. You know who you are, you know what your belief systems are, you know what you need from the universe. So you're advocating for yourself through that manifestation work. This is where I am right now, universe. This is what I need. I'm manifesting right now, this or better to come, please. And I could see in those gentle ways that will allow those manifestations to flow in at the right time, because there's that level of trust in the universe. And that trust is deepening, I'm hearing. The human mind likes to come in and really confuse or make us doubt if the universe is really working on cooking up our manifestations. But know that it is. So they keep emphasizing that. If you do continue to experience uncertainty and doubt of the future, and is this or that coming my way from the universe that I asked for, check in and look into where the roots of that doubt and uncertainty is really coming from. It's very ancestral, and it's a very common thing that I see in all of the folks who come in and work with me in spirit. There's that generational trauma from the ancestors that the future is scary, or that they need to constantly hustle to ensure that there's some kind of an abundance in the immediate future, and therefore that vicious cycle continues. So look into how your doubts and fears are running your life and where they have come from. I keep hearing it's ancestral for everyone. Okay, as soon as I placed my hands on the next deck of cards, Oreo stepped in. And if I stumble on my words, it's because the energy is either stepping in or settling into my voice. Of course, Oreo wants to talk about the cards that refer to the ancestral energy that needs to be healed, or things that are coming through right now. Okay, fascinating. We have, I believe, 3 cards so far now that speak to a new start or a new cycle beginning, because this card says birthing a new age. When there are cards that repeat the messages, that's a strong yes from the universe saying, this is coming. Are you paying attention? Because we said it 3 times. Not twice, which is what usually happens in a reading, but 3 times. And Oreo said, are you taking notes, my dear human? And I could feel Max is really excited about that inner rebirth and a new cycle that's starting for you. Birthing a new age. What does this card want to say? Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. How exciting. I just saw their mom walking, and all of a sudden the scenery switched. And that's how it may feel like energetically for her. All of a sudden, everything is the same old one day. And then the next day, it's like, whoa, something shifted. And this is good. And it will take a while, like Max said, to settle into this energy and just get into that new groove first, feel comfortable in it first, and then you'll know what to do next. I could feel there are opportunities and other wonderful blessings coming in once you settle into that beautiful energy. So where's that beautiful energy beginning? First, inner temple. And that's the title of the card in front of me right now. And it says devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. What do you really want to do? And why haven't you done it? And I'm hearing her ancestral voices coming through and saying, well, that's because it's the way it's always been. This is how family or structure or work has always run, and we just have to play by that. And there's this sense of not giving up, but saying, oh, well, we'll just concede and go with it. But there's that part of the mom's soul where she wants to just break out of that mold and go, I feel like if I explore other avenues or worlds, it's going to be so much more satisfying for me. And I'm going to close and heal any ancestral patterns. So this is a quite powerful moment. And there's quite a bit of this Egyptian theme that's coming in. And I believe from the last reading we had with Oreo, the mom did mention she has an Egyptian ancestry. So there's something there again that Oreo wants to validate and say, yes, this is very much related. All these blocks and belief systems, it's so ingrained in your DNA, and there's all these programs, the thoughts that are running, and they need to be deleted and canceled. And only you being aware of them and how it's limiting you can get rid of them. And I feel, or Oreo feels, that his human can do it. And if you are listening up until this point in the reading, you can also do it too, says Oreo. Oreo says, if you need support, I can offer you my king energy. And then you could just rule your kingdom, your inner kingdom, the inner temple, says Oreo. Don't forget to play, says Max. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And this inner work, it can get heavy and your energy might be very drained. Make sure you do recover from that energy drain. And once you feel full, do something fun. And that's what Max wants to finish with. All right, so next cards that we're going into, I'm going to get into the signs from Spirit that you must look out for. If you see a wolf, it means cunning and stealth. This refers to two aspects of your life. Have those two energies, cunning and stealth, in trying to navigate through those limiting belief systems. And when opportunities come into your life, so they're talking about applying that energy of cunning and stealth now after that energy shift. And when those opportunities have come, apply that stealth mode ability to act fast and accept whatever blessings that have come your way. It might be scary to accept some of them because it's new, but also exciting at the same time. The other sign from Spirit you must look out for is the anchor. And it speaks about stability and security. Nice. And this is all going to come when you take that risk and you accept that wonderful opportunity or abundance that comes your way. But to get to that level of stability and security, you have to really work through those ancestral beliefs and negative patterns. When the anchor shows up, and even just by seeing a boat, your spirit guide is saying this message applies also to being aware of stability and security that's coming immediately after seeing a boat or an anchor. Or lessons where around stability and security will come after seeing the boat and the anchor. Or negative patterns that you were just thinking in that moment or recently needs to be addressed, or stability and security cannot come. Look at this. So this card ties to the relationship card, doesn't it? A new romantic cycle beginning. And all these wonderful people coming in, both temporary and long-term, to help her close some lessons here in this lifetime. And what to look out for is the symbol of a bride. So perhaps you're walking by a magazine aisle in a shop and you see a bridal magazine there. That could be Spirit's way of saying that the energy of wife or engagement is coming in. This also refers to the negative belief patterns that she is going to work through. And it's going to impact this ancestral belief towards what a wife really is, or a husband truly is. It could go either way. Or what a true life partner really feels and looks like. That's going to be defined even more at a detailed level. And Oreo saying really create that detailed level of what you expect out of yourself, but also from your life partner. And that those two lists of what you expect from yourself and your partner is going to reveal even more of any limiting beliefs that need to be cleared, and be open to having both those lists change, because our expectations change as we do our own inner healing work, as you know. The engagement part refers to engaging in various communications or engaging in hanging out with others. And this refers to that temporary friendships that's going to be sprinkled out throughout the next year and a half. And within that interaction there's going to be many, many insights into how you want to define what a friendship is or what a relationship is. And this even goes to the relationship to your pets, both here on earth or in spirit. And let's see if Oreo wants to say anything else. Oh, that's Oreo's like, no, I'm done. And he just turned his back towards me, like, yeah, I'm done with you, woman. And Max, let's tune into him and see what he wants to say. No, he's saying he's done. He's happy with what he had spoken about. And both Oreo and Max wish you a beautiful, beautiful day.